self-possessed. Nobody satisfied with being second best. I got a gift and I know that I'm blessed, and I gotta get it off my chest. I'm the biggest, the best, better than the rest, better than the rest. I'm the biggest, the best, better than the rest, better than the rest. I'm the biggest, the best, better than the rest, better than the rest. I'm the biggest, the best, better than the rest, better than the rest. I'm not afraid of competition, cause I know that I'm the best, and you haven't got a chance to even pass my little test. Even if you wanted to, you couldn't pay the price. There ain't no room for losers in my perfect paradise, cause life is always based upon the weight of your success. So I'll make sure that I get the most and nothing less. If I love myself, and everyone will love me too, and there's nothing you can do for me that I can't do. What's wrong with being self-possessed? Nobody's satisfied with being second best.
And with only 5 episodes left of Adrenaline, after this one, only 5 full episodes left. Things are heating up now as we are about to start the women's title tournament, tag title tournament, as the Connection Sisters, one duo of the Connection Sisters, are going to be in tag team tournament round 1 action. Of course, this being Samantha Hayes alongside Hanaya, the Huntress, who recently made her return. She-Wolf, Hanaya, the Huntress, and Samantha Hayes will be representing the Connection Sisters here in this first matchup. That, of course, means Toni Storm and Evilise will be the other duo of the Connection Sisters. Connection Sisters have 2 opportunities to win this thing. Of course, this is a round 1 matchup, the opening matchup for the women's tag title tournament. The women's Starlight Championships are going to be back. And who will be facing the Connection Sisters in round 1? That is the music of the recently debuted Devin Beretta, alongside, I believe this is Rockin' Rochelle Marie is her name. And apparently they are going to go by High Voltage, don't mind the name. We've seen Devin Beretta in action against Demi Dynamite, she didn't do half bad. We'll have to see how Rockin' Rochelle does since this is her official debut. They're obviously in way over their head in my opinion, but we'll see how it goes. You've got Samantha Hayes over there who's been doing great this season. Granted, she started out very rough, similar to how Beretta did, but she's really developed quickly, although we've seen quite a bit of potential for Devin Beretta given her size and everything. Of course, she was a co-star in the movie Bobby Wade starred in Locked and Loaded. She was the female lead, of course, and here we go. Mark rings the bell. These two going to lock up. Rockin' Rochelle with control on Samantha Hayes. Bobby Wade's actually the one who got her this spot here. Hayes in control. Nice counter there from Rockin' Rochelle. Not doing bad so far. Sends her off the ropes. And here we go. Ducks the line. Goes Rochelle. Comes back with a clothesline of her own. Is it Rochelle or Rachel? I'm not sure. Tag out. In comes Devin Beretta. Beretta back into the ring here, and Beretta right away plants her on her head. Nicely done there by Devin Beretta. You know, I don't know, maybe Beretta was scouting Samantha Hayes and learned a thing or two. And big, huge gut wrench powerbomb there from Beretta. Beretta obviously has a huge strength advantage. Although she did play a Marine in the movie, Devin Beretta actually does have a background in military, so. Big drop kick there from Hayes, barely affected Beretta at all. Now kick to the back, that'll do a bit more damage. Tag out, in comes Hanaya now. Hanaya was actually an original women's competitor here in UWA. Was gone for quite some time, returned this season. Back in SoCal. And now Beretta and Rockin' Rochelle looking for a combo here. The Power Plex. Combination there from Devin Beretta and Rockin' Rochelle. Shouts out to some of the great tag teams of the past, and right there ripping her head down by her hair. There's Rochelle, high voltage, looking impressive so far. A nice counter from Hanaya. Rochelle fighting her off, kicks to the leg, and a double-handed chop. Two redheads right now, not doing too bad. In for a cover, not even a 1 count. Hanaya kicking out immediately. Way too fresh to freaking get pinned there. Now sends Rochelle into the corner. Rochelle gets her boot up. And knee Hanaya in the back. Hanaya blocks, and now they're gonna chop her down. Look to kick the shit out of her. Must think she's a pinata or something. Another kick, and now one more right to the head. That'll lay her down, but instead Hanaya gonna lift her back up. Now drop her down. More boots to the face. Hey, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Now kick to the stomach. More kicks here from Hanaya, just kicking the crap out of her. There's Hanaya the Huntress, and now a kick to the stomach. They tag out into Samantha Hayes back into the match. Connection Sisters right now looking good here against Rock and Rochelle. Rochelle just keeps getting the shit kicked out of her. Now Fisherman Suplex from Samantha Hayes. Beautifully done extension there. Might want to keep Rochelle from tagging, and that she does. She doesn't want to get Devin Beretta back in there. Nice counter from Rochelle. Rochelle with a big boot. And foolishly did not go for the tag. Samantha Hayes, on the other hand, is going to tag out to Hanaya. Hanaya's back in the ring, drop toe hold, plants her face first into the canvas, and now going to lock in a camel clutch. They're just working over Rock and Rochelle right now. Now Rochelle fighting out of it. Rochelle trying to get back into this for high voltage. Nice counter. They're definitely not the fan favorites to win this, but a mic check might turn things around. Shades of Ken Anderson, but yet again Hanaya with a quick counter. Just keep kicking the crap out of Rochelle. And now transitions into a big DDT, which is flattening Rochelle, and Hanaya foolishly going to let her tag out. In comes Devin Beretta. In comes Big Beretta with a huge pump kick. Devin Beretta with a huge pump kick. She needs to stay on her. Shots to the midsection kick. Stomps to the toe. And V-trigger right to the side of the head. Shades of Kenny Omega there with that V-trigger, and now going to set her up. Hooks the leg. Fisherman's Buster. Drives her right on her head. Now Beretta's setting her up. She could be going for the kill here. I got a Tajiri's playbook, possibly. The roundhouse kick. Wait, no, what the hell? Oh, right to the back of the head. It was almost more like the Great Muta there. In for the cover goes Devin Beretta for the victory. And, Hanaya barely staying in it there. Devin Beretta almost like that, just freaking got an upset victory on Hanaya. Roundhouse duck by Hanaya, gonna send her into the Connection Sisters corner. Beretta does not want to be over there. Shoulder tackles from Hanaya, and then just stomping on her in the corner. Oh God, she's got her out on the ropes there. Slingshot guillotine leg drop. And Devin Beretta from Hanaya, and just like that, the Connection Sisters are back in control. Full moon kick from Hanaya. In for the cover. One. Only a 1 count. Beretta is too strong. Seen Devin Beretta put up a big fight against Demi Dynamite, so I mean, oh God, the howling from Hanaya, that'll do it. That'll put Beretta away for the victory. No, Beretta kicks out of the howling as well. She's gonna follow up with Beretta. Oh God, from heaven to hell there went Hanaya. Got her high up there, Devin Beretta. Kick to the midsection. What the hell is? What a freaking suplex variant there. Into the cover. No, yet again, Hanaya the Huntress stays in it. Samantha Hayes might want to get back in this match though. Hanaya is now in trouble. High voltage now are looking like they have the advantage. Ducks the line there to Beretta. Beretta continuing to use her strength. Hauls her up. Huge spine buster from Beretta. Now yet again not letting her make that tag to Samantha Hayes. Instead going to send her outside of the ring. Oh God, and her head bounced off the steps there. Didn't really catch that at the start. Arm to the face there of Hanaya. Hanaya is hurting. She is reeling. Devin Beretta has had control on her since she got tagged in, pretty much. I mean, Hanaya got the howling off in a full moon kick, but I mean, I don't know how much damage it did to Devin Beretta. Beretta lit her up right when she got in there. Devin Beretta definitely showcasing some shit here tonight. That kick to the stomach from Beretta. Beretta now going to hit her with another Fisherman's Buster, maybe. Yes, this time out on the floor. Another Fisherman's Buster from Beretta, and Beretta is fired up. She's ready to go here. She's stomping on Hanaya out on the floor. Now, oh God, from the ground, powerbomb, rolls her through, going to stuff her and hit a V-trigger again. And wrestlers need bicycle knees anymore now. Oh, counter from Hanaya sends Beretta head first into the ring post. Could start to help Hanaya get the advantage again. And she's just throwing her around ringside here, which I don't know. I would stick on her if I was Hanaya. Instead, she's going after Rockin' Rochelle, and Rochelle going to counter punch her. Now springs in, but Hanaya caught her and just plants her face first into the canvas. Rockin' Rochelle was trying to interfere, trying to help her partner, Devin Beretta. And that just backfired as Hanaya with a couple more kicks for Rochelle. And now going to go after Beretta as well. Hanaya just outsmarting both of them there. I'm going to drag her over to their corner, tag out. In comes Samantha Hayes. They're looking to give a shout out to Crime Time there. Beretta immediately goes to the corner. Beretta caught Samantha Hayes, backflip, V-trigger again from Beretta. Beretta with another V-trigger, this time to Samantha Hayes. Now go another Fisherman's Buster in the center of the ring. Laid out Samantha Hayes, she clocked her with that V-trigger. That one was brutal. Now kick to the stomach. And she's setting her up for Death Valley Driver. Another DVD, this time from Devin Beretta. Now Beretta with a kick to the back. Beretta has just effed up Samantha Hayes. Rockin' Rochelle's too tired to even freaking get a tag. He got the shit knocked out of her earlier. Now Beretta with a kick to the stomach. She's going to set her up for another DVD. Got to give Rockin' Rochelle some more time to recuperate. Another DVD from Beretta. This time going to look to tag out to her partner. This time Rochelle's there for the tag. I wonder if that's a good idea though, given the condition she was in. Back elbow counter from Samantha Hayes. Hayes going to quickly send Rochelle. And speaking of not knowing if it's a good idea, given the condition she's in, Samantha Hayes just tried to tag out to Anaya. It's way too soon in my opinion. Kick to the midsection now. Rockin' Rochelle just putting the boots to her now, just standing on her in the corner. Nothing pretty about that. Double knees to the face. Rochelle now sending a message to Hanaya. Oh God, but that just cost her. Samantha Hayes able to counter. This is the first match in the first round here of this tournament. And Sam Hayes now is looking to close it out for the Connection Sisters with the jaw checker in for the cover. And Devin Beretta right there to break it up. Mark took too long to make the pin. Hayes immediately to the top rope. Samantha Hayes looking to follow up with a spiral tap. Spiral tap from Sam Hayes, and now Sam Hayes is the one gloating. And I would not take him that lightly. Naya now, or Samantha Hayes lifts her up. Gonna follow up, Rockin' Rochelle counters. Rochelle shoved her off. Hayes stays in control. Sam Hayes might be taking Rochelle a little too lightly here. And, oh God, that's brutal. Pulling her up in the ropes, they're just stretching her out. Sam Hayes is really getting an attitude going here against Rochelle. Rochelle with a boot up. Rochelle German suplex, folds Hayes inside out. Now Rochelle getting the fans behind her here. Now it's Rochelle mouthing off to Samantha Hayes. Turning the favor there. Hayes calling for her partner. Hanaya is not there. Hanaya was taken out on the outside by Devin Beretta. Now Hanaya finally back up. And Hayes back in control there for a split second. Maybe not neck breaker there from Rochelle. Just continuing after the head and neck region of Rochelle. Hayes makes the hot tag, in comes Anaya. Everyone in this match is beaten up. I would say Devin Beretta is probably the one in the best shape, and she's still out there in the apron, sky high. Sky high out of nowhere there. In for the cover from Rock and Rochelle. That could be it up the sky high, and no, Anaya kicks out at 2. Anaya is staying alive somehow after the sky high. A nice counter from Rochelle. Huge cross body. And she's calling her up. She could put her away here. Samantha Hayes is nowhere to be seen. Anaya's in trouble. Skull crushing finale. Skull crushing finale from Rock and Rochelle. In for the cover. Rochelle for the win. Samantha Hayes needs to break it up, and she's too late. High voltage sneak away with a victory over the Connection Sisters in round 1. Huge upset victory there for High Voltage. Rock and Rochelle really taking advantage there. It was a hard-fought match, a very long match too. Nonetheless, High Voltage picking up the victory here in the opening contest here in the Women's Tag Team Championships. So making a return, check out that Sky High again. That's what really set up for the ending, and then of course that skull crushing finale. Shades of Mike McVan, that gives the victory. Nice victory there for High Voltage, Rock and Rochelle and Devin Beretta. Okay. Nonetheless, we're moving on. Bubba X is set for action again on this episode of Adrenaline. We've seen him get the DQ victory over Edward Drake last show. And now Bubba X will be going into one-on-one action yet again. Coming off the, well, I don't want to say a big victory because I mean won by DQ. But still, he was going to win that. We both know that. I think everyone knows that. So Bubba X coming off a huge victory over one of the trios champions, Edward Drake. Now the weighing his opponent, of course, that being none other than the Nitro Nightmare himself, Nitro. AKA, well, you guys know him as someone else. Of course, Nitro was revealed to be Lee, quotes, air quotes, there at SoCal. And of course, Nitro is going to be back in action here. Nitro is in action on Adrenaline. Again, air quotes, Nitro. Nonetheless, we will have to see how Nitro fares here against Bubba X. Nitro, of course, a longtime friend of Fatal, as well as Bubba X. Of course, Reeves is someone Fatal considers family as well, so I mean, you gotta take that into consideration. Nonetheless, Bubba X here going one-on-one with Nitro. And Mark gonna ring the bell. This is a very interesting matchup. Oh, and Bubba X right off the bat with an Enziguri, leaving his feet right away there on Nitro. And Nitro with a step of Enziguri, returning the favor. Nitro now, big drop kick, kips up. Beautifully done offense there from Nitro. Nitro coming out with the speed advantage, obviously, on Bubba X. Nitro's got a huge speed advantage. Bubba X has a huge power advantage. Only a 1 count there. These guys are polar opposites when it comes to size. STO takedown there from Bubba X. Size and match pace, really. And Bubba X now with a stalling suplex. Nitro wants to stick and move. Does not want to stay in one spot. Then X is just going to throw him around. See how much he threw around Edward Drake last Adrenaline. If you can do that to Edward Drake, what the hell do you think you can do to Nitro? Nitro with a counter punch there, quick counter punch, and now rapid kicks. I'm going to try to tag him in the face with the final one, and Bubba X falls off his feet. Nitro just gloating a bit there. Now Nitro, oh, I think he's going to break it down here. X-Pac style, and now right into the Bronco Buster goes Nitro on Bubba X. Vintage Nitro. Now Nitro steps through, backbreaker into the side Russian coming here, yep. And Nitro's offense all day on Scout. There, the peeling elbow. Crowd appealing elbow drop from Nitro, and now just gonna slam him face first into the canvas. Nitro taking it to Bubba X. Shot to the midsection. Here come the uppercuts and zwap. Oh, and X just took that shit. Overhead belly to belly. He just tosses Nitro. Said Bubba X has a serious power advantage. Nitro's gonna have to hit him a lot harder than that. I think those toes caught the eye of X last time. That's why he fell over. Nitro with those exposed feet. Of course, that's another signature of the Nitro Nightmare. And now double hand shot from Bubba X is waylaid Nitro. Now went for a clothesline. Nitro ducks. Nitro gets countered again, yet again by Bubba X, and X just runs through him with a shoulder tackle. Bubba X just bulldozed through Nitro, and now he's got him by the throat and just tossing him across the ring. Bubba X just showing off here, just doing a seriously good job, and now I'm going to pull him back into the ring. This is Bubba X. X now looking to follow up. Nitro counters, and Nitro clotheslines him out of the ring. Nitro, I thought was going to maybe dive. He'd be in his element if he did. Now Nitro sends him back into the ring. Nitro with control of Bubba X. The hell could he be thinking to follow up? Doesn't matter. X going to shove him over. Bubba X is too damn big, man. Too damn big. Now he's got him up. Emerald Explosion. Emerald Explosion from Bubba X. He needs to follow up again, but Nitro able to roll out of the way. Shot to the face. Oh, an instant rewind DT. And it connects. Instant rewind DT from Nitro for the win. And no, Bubba X kicks out at 2. Man, Leaf really studied Nitro's moveset. Nonetheless, lifts him up. And now he's got him. Oh, he's going for the missed claw too. He forgot to use the miss though. The missed claw, another vintage move from Nitro's playbook. He'll go for that claw, of course, and Bubba X pounding it off. Bubba X is too strong, just shoves him off. Now X back in control. Bubba X is just too damn big, man. Nitro with the boot up again, or the foot up rather. Reverse DDT for the cover. Nitro's had the majority of the offense in this match. But every like 4 moves of Nitro is going to equal one of Bubba X's, given the power disadvantage Nitro has. Now, wait, Bubba X has him up. What the hell is this? What the hell? Oh my god, that's like his own variation of the Fatal Attraction there from Bubba X. Fatal's old finish, and X pins him with it. Bubba X just pinned Nitro. Holy crap, but the variant of the Fatal Attraction right there that Bubba X has used. Of course, like I said, good long-time friend of Fatal's. I mean, he just got the victory with it. Using Fatal's old move, he just put a little ump on it. Didn't work against Edward Drake last show, so Bubba X decided he had changed it up a bit. And that got him the victory on Nitro. Fatal Attraction picks up Bubba X with another victory here in UWA. Nicely done on Adrenaline. There goes Bubba X with another win. 2 in a row, technically. I guess you could say Bubba X is on a roll now. Impressive victory there from Bubba X. Nicely done there from X. Nice win. And wait, what the hell? That's Penance. Penance, of course. He was the one who unmasked Nitro, only to find out Leaf was under it. And Penance now is attacking Leaf some more. He's not done. Bubba X now slides outside the ring, trying to confront Penance, and now he's going to get it as well. The dirty bastard from Cologne, Germany, now is going after Bubba X as well. He just laid out Leaf on the floor. Now Bubba X is about to get a brain splatter. Of course, Penance is the winner of Ring Warriors. And now he's going to break Bubba X's face. And is that DT of Synergy? DT of Synergy is helping Penance now? You've got to be kidding me. Of course, he'd love to see Bubba X. Oh, God, Fatal in here. Fatal for the save. DT, of course, would love to see Bubba X hurt after what happened last show. Embarrassed him. Nonetheless, Fatal yet again keeping Synergy from injuring any of his friends. Synergy just needs to quit sticking their nose in their business, because it hasn't worked out in their favor yet. idiots keep coming out here trying to attack Fatal Spring. Fatal already took out one of their old members. But the whole Christian Reed, oh yeah, that's right, he's dead. I think that would be enough incentive for them not to fuck with him, but... nonetheless, we are having the other women's round 1 tag team tournament matchup here as Samantha Hayes is accompanying the other 2 Connection sisters out here to the ring. Of course, it's going to be Evilise and Toni Storm teaming together inside the Women's Starlight Tag Titles tournament. Of course, one of these teams is going to win the Women's Tag Titles. Of course, previously held by Rhonda and Maurice and TX back in the day. Of course, if Evilise and Toni Storm won the titles, that'd bring some serious prestige to those belts. And nonetheless, their opponents here is going to be none other than the returning former Connection Sister member, Rose Garcia, alongside, of course, Ash Fatal. Ash Fatal's significant other, put it that way. Nonetheless, Ash Harris, if you will, the daughter of Lee Harris, the granddaughter of UWA Hall of Famer diehard Dylan Harris. Ash Harris will be in tag team action tonight. This is her UWA debut alongside former Connection sister Rose Garcia. And of course, is making her in-ring return to UWA. Of course, she has been competing for AAA down in Mexico as Rose Garcia. So this is a more or less a one-off, I would assume, for the tournament. Nonetheless, Toni Storm, of course, looking in the face of 2 women who deserve to be in the Connection, who are real Connection alumni. Of course, Ash Harris would be a 3rd-generation Connection alumni, as Toni Storm now is going to hit her with a 3rd-generation hip tack here coming in soon, and right there we go. And nonetheless, Ash Harris is a 3rd-generation Connection member, technically. And of course, Rose Garcia is a former Connection sister, and right there, and nicely done neck breaker from Ash Harris. So you know these 2 are going to be out for blood against Toni Storm and Evilise, who have taken that Connection sister name, thanks to Samantha Hayes, and really just tarnished the reputation of the Connection, in my opinion. And now Ash Harris just sends her off the freaking turnbuckle there. Ash in for the cover. She really needs to invest in some ring gear. Ripped up jeans and some boots. I don't know if we're going to cut it. And now Toni Storm looking for a DVD here. DVD to Ash Harris. Just laid out Ash there and Toni Storm. And a tag out. In comes the Women's Undisputed Champion, Evilise. Now Ash Harris is definitely in over her head against the Women's Undisputed Champion, Evilise. Evie with the boot up. Shot to the back of the head. Evilise in control on Ash. And drag her over to the corner. I wonder how much training Fatal's done here for Ash to get her ready for this matchup. Right now, Evilise is taking it to her, man, being in the ring with the Women's Undisputed Champ. It's not a good way to start your career. Now, Hurricane Rana coming from Evilise. If I was Ash, I would try to get the tag out to Rose Garcia, considering she's been wrestling in Mexico as of late, and Evilise with a tremendous Lucha Libre background. So Rose Garcia would definitely match up a lot better with Evilise. Plus, I mean, Rose has been around the block a few times by now. She knows what's up. Now, tag out, in comes Rose Garcia, and here we go. Now Garcia's going to match up with Evilise. And this should be interesting. Evie ducks the clothesline, and Garcia going to set her up for a German suplex, and it connects. German suplex to Rose Garcia. Maybe Rose Garcia's in over her head as well. Evilise with control, looking for that drive-by. Connects the ride-along from Evilise, and now going to look to follow up. Here's Evie. Evie in complete control on Garcia, just right off the bat. Rose Garcia not looking too strong here. Rose quickly counters. Nicely done. Now going to counter whip Evilise into their corner. Ash, of course, nowhere to be seen, but she definitely will not want to tag out yet, in my opinion. Rose Garcia now puts the boots to Evilise. Pulling her down the corner there. Now the big knees. And shouts out to Eddie there. Now Rose Garcia gonna lift up Ivelisse. Rose, nicely done, reverse DDT. Garcia needs to follow up big here. Big spin kick, that definitely will do it. Big spin kick. She needs to stay on Ivelisse though, keep her from tagging out to the fresh Toni Storm. And says she's just gonna allow it. Maybe she figures getting Ivelisse out of the ring is better. I'm not sure. Toni Storm with a boot just turns Rose Garcia inside out. She made her pay for that. Now Garcia tags out to Ash Harris. Ash is back in the ring now. I wonder how smart that was, as Toni Storm right off the bat with a huge German almost beats her there. Toni Storm just outsmarted Ash Harris right off the bat. And now we're going to look for the air raid crash. Air raid crash from Toni Storm as well. Toni just leveled Ash Harris. That could be it. And it is. Toni Storm and the Connection Sisters move on. Rose Garcia should not have tagged out. Right there, that boot did level her. Rocked her like crazy. That was a Goldberg boot. Still, Bret Hart wouldn't be happy, but nonetheless, Ash Harris gets pinned here by Toni Storm in her debut. Big nice win there for Toni Storm and the Connection Sisters. At least one of their two teams moved on. It would have been really bad if both teams of the Connection Sisters wouldn't have moved on. Samantha Hayes looks happy nonetheless. Ivelisse, Toni Storm picking up the dub. Nicely done. Even after locked in, they're still gelling well. It is fairly well. Now speaking of gelling fairly well, or not well at all, Alpha Beta is making her way down the ring here. She is about to team up with her husband, Brute Payne, as they go up against Evan Reed and Evan Reed's new side piece, Callie Madison. Of course, he won her over when he was able to defeat Mercer and stand up for her against Ben and Ben's vile axe towards Callie Madison. I mean, like, come on. You're not Bill Cosby, bro. But nonetheless, you ain't going to get away with that easy. Of course, Evan Reed is a huge upset victory over Mercer. And of course, I'm never going to hear the end of it now. Especially if he's able to somehow get the victory here, but I don't foresee that happening. Against Alpha, Beta, and Brute Payne, no matter how many issues they have between each other, no matter how many problems Alpha, Beta, and Brute Payne have, I can't imagine they could use that and use Callie Madison. Come on. I would say this is a sweep. Brute Payne, though, of course, has a fractured skull right now. His whole freaking front orbital bone right there is just cracked to hell. You can't tell with the huge ass bruise on his face. Brute Payne is messed up right now. I mean, all the shit that him and Fatal man have to deal with the collective. I mean, and now, of course, we have to find out that Brute Payne and Alpha Beta and Evan Reed will all be participating in the Mortal Kombat sponsorship match at Dealer's Choice. So the Threes company will be having a three-way at Dealer's Choice to promote Mortal Kombat coming out on DVD this past month. Or this past week, rather. It'll be past month by the time Dealer's Choice hits. And nonetheless, Evan Reed and Callie Madison making their way out to the ring here, already showcasing their Mortal Kombat attires, giving everyone a preview. Evan Reed, of course, is Scorpion. Callie Madison, of course, is Melina. I mean, them being together is kind of weird. I mean, you have to watch the movie to understand why, but it doesn't really make sense. Maybe they should have picked different characters, dumbasses. But nonetheless, no one ever said Evan Reed is smart. And maybe Callie Madison thinks so. Maybe she doesn't care just because he got lucky and pinned Mercer once. And Evan Reed definitely has found a new bit of confidence ever since joining ever since getting with Callie Madison. And look at that, just getting right up in the face of Brute Pain. Well, Brute Pain's whooped your ass twice already. I would really not be doing that. I mean, let's not forget the huge adrenaline match they had with the Brute Pain's Hardcore Championship where he practically murdered Evan Rude. I mean, there's like 3 highlights in the intro for Adrenaline every episode. And right there, a float over neck breaker, nicely done there from Alpha Beta. Immediately in for the cover on Callie Madison. Madison definitely in over her head here against Alpha Beta. Oh God, what a rolling forearm there. Callie Madison, Jesus, she is rocked. She's just out of here. Now Evan Rude and Brute Pain gonna get in the ring here for this mixed tag match. And Brute Pain now immediately going right after Evan Rude. Brute Pain now immediately rocking Evan Rude as well. Rude now fighting back up to his feet. Maybe that scorpion attire will give him extra powers. Here's a bit of a flamer. And now Evan Rude spins it without Brute Pain with a back elbow to the face of Evan Rude. Brute Pain, of course, the former Hardcore Champion. And look at a follow-up there on Brute Pain as Evan Rude, but then no prevail there. Now sends him into the corner. Looking to tag out to Alpha Beta, maybe do a double team on Evan Rude. Not going to happen for this match. For this sake, it's going to be woman versus woman, man versus man. I know Alpha Beta's had quite a bit of an extensive history competing against men already in both UWA and Lit Wrestling, but still, for this purpose right now, it will be Alpha Beta against Callie Madison and Brute Pain versus Evan Rude. Try to keep things more fair. Now Brute Pain with a huge slam, as fair as they can be. Evan Rude seems to be a bit beaten up. Brute Pain is kicking the shit out of Evan Rude, if I'm being quite honest. Evan Rude just getting the shit stomped out and now a cannonball in the corner by Brute Pain. Yeah, this is a very one-sided main event here for this episode of Adrenaline. Jawbreaker counter from Evan Rude, shot to the face. Rude looking to follow up, but yet again Brute Pain this time falls out with it. Thought he was going for the same move he just did a few seconds ago, but switched it up. Now shots to the chest. Of course, Brute still rocking that broken hand as well. Counter whip into the corner. Evan Rude maybe going to look to get Callie Madison in here, but not going to happen. Brute Pain's not going to allow it. Brute Pain's not done beating the crap out of Evan Rude, and another one. I don't know if Evan Rude's hit a move yet. I'm being quite honest, and now Evan Rude's out of here. I think Callie Madison realizes she needs to get back in the ring. That elbow rocked her last time. Maybe she can get some offense in for him this time. Callie Madison out of the corner. Nicely done clothesline. Rolls her out. And rolling snapmare. Rolling snapmare there. Inverted snapmare, rather. Now Madison going to lift her up. Madison with the first bit of offense for her team. DDT, kip up. Callie Madison not looking too shabby. Alpha Beta quickly out of the ring, back into the ring. Not exactly sure how the hell she got around like that, but she did. Kick to the back. Of course, Alpha Beta repping her Pain Apparel jacket. Brute Pain, of course, has a clothing line titled Pain Apparel. Go get yours now at painapparel.net. Now Callie Madison lifts her back up to her feet. Madison going to send Alpha Beta into the corner. Madison looking to work her over here. Boots to the chest, and now just going to stand on her here is Callie Madison. And this move seems to be popular here on this episode. Nicely done there from Madison. Callie Madison going to lift her up and just slam her down by her hair. Something pretty there about that. I mean, Callie Madison's pretty, but something pretty about that offense. Spinning back kick there from Madison in for the cover on Alpha Beta. She's actually doing very good against Beta here. 2 count. Beta kicks out at 2. Alpha Beta immediately back up to her feet. Beta not really selling that too hard. And now, I thought she was going to tribal kick or something. Looks over the arm. There's Alpha Beta. Won't be the first person we've seen steal someone else's move in this show. Now Beta looking to follow up. Now that she's regained control, Alpha Beta. Oh God, I keep thinking someone's going to throw someone out of the ring there when they do that. Kick right across the face. Nice counter from Callie Madison. This has definitely been a women's wrestling heavy show. You know, an adrenaline, big spinning kick. A big spinning leg drop, rather, from Callie Madison. Madison is doing very good here. Cartwheel into the leg drop across the throat. 2 leg drops in a row to Alpha Beta. Could that put her away here? And Brute just very roughly pulling Callie Madison off of the pin there. That was a little rude, to be honest. Surprised Evan Rude isn't getting there kicking his ass right now. That would piss me off if I was him. Ripping on Callie Madison's hair like that. It's not cool in my opinion. You can't do that to anyone else other than Alpha Beta. That's fucked up. And now Beta with a back elbow to the face of Madison. Now Madison able to shove off Alpha Beta. Alpha Beta in trouble here at the hands of Callie Madison. Now sends her into the corner. Looking to tag out Beta with the boot up. Drop kick right to the face, right to the mush there. Callie Madison and Evan Rude not looking too happy there. Tag out, in comes Brute Pain. Evan Rude's going to get his chance to get his hands on Brute after what he just did. Brute just took him right down immediately. Evan Rude got any offense in yet in this match. Able to counter the Northern Lariat there. It's the best thing he's done so far. Boxes the ears, does Evan Rude. Evan Rude's got to play this smart. Last chancery he's locked in. Last chancery on Brute Pain. He can just wear down Brute's injured head there. Go after that orbital bone. He might have a chance. So like I said, Brute went into this really damaged. Brute Pain is not even near 100% right now. Kick counters over from Brute. Brute looking for a lariat. Evan Rude able to duck it. It's that extensive history with all those hardcore matches. Catching up to Brute Pain as well as this collective shit. And holy crap! What a slam from Brute Pain. That is it. That is Dunzo. Game over. No, Evan Rude somehow kicks out Alpha Beta. Just clobbered Callie Madison right in front of Evan Rude. Evan Rude looks pissed. Supposed to be his best friend though. And now, oh God, and oh Jesus. What a powerbomb from Brute Pain. Brute just freaking ramshackled Evan Rude there with that freaking powerbomb. And Evan Rude has no one to tag out to, man. His 2 best friends are beating the crap out of him right now. Guess this is what happens when you lose a trios title. But wait, Rude coming back here. Evan Rude hits the huge move. He just hit it as one in his match previously on Mercer. But no, Alpha Beta, they're getting in the face of Mark, stopping the count. And now, wait, Evan Rude's going to do it again. Two in a row. A second one to Brute Pain again. Another one. And one. And no, yet again, Alpha Beta getting in the face of Mark. Alpha Beta is the only reason this match is still going on at this point, in my opinion. Brute Pain able to counter there. Brute Pain counters. Brute needs to follow up, hit something big here. Clothesline. Going for that Northern Lariat. And right to the back of the neck of Evan Rude. With the Northern Lariat, and now Nazi machine gun time. Blah. Nazi machine gun from Brute Pain. And the Brute now just stalking Evan Rude. I don't know how impressed Alpha Beta is right now. She's looking a bit frustrated. The Brute Pain's needing all this help. In for the headbutt. Evan Rude blocks. Evan Rude kick to the stomach. Evan Rude is going for the freaking backbreaker. What a freaking powerbomb into the freaking knees. Powerbomb backstabber from Evan Rude. Rude's laid out Brute Pain. Brute Pain's not moving, man. Brute Pain was laid the fuck out and now sends him into the corner. Oh no, Brute able to get the leg up. Brute Pain able to get the boot up, and now gonna drag him over to their corner. Maybe tagging Alpha Beta finally. No. Gonna send Evan Rude into their corner. Now tag out, in comes Callie Madison. Madison back in, tagged herself in, so Alpha Beta is forced to come into the ring. Now Madison immediately in control of Alpha Beta. Alpha Beta quickly counters for him to the face, staggers Callie Madison. Almost knocked her freaking out cold. And pump handle backbreaker. Shit was nasty. Now what? No, nothing. Callie Madison counters. Madison looking to follow up. Beta counters yet again. Alpha Beta in control. Oh, face first off the knee goes Madison. That damn Madison just got rocked. Now Beta out of the corner, just plants Madison head first into the canvas. For Beta, probably the toughest woman here in UW. Oh, and now Evan Rude putting his hands on Alpha Beta. Talk about fair play from Madison to get a cheap kickoff. Talk about fair play there. Now he's got to be pissing off Brute. Put his hands on Alpha Beta. And now look at a follow-up Beta counters. Kick to the stomach, spinning back fist. She's going for that 7-star lariat. Straight out of Germany, but Callie Madison able to avoid it. Sends Beta into the corner. Alpha Beta just gets kicked in the stomach there. And now, again, Madison going to put the boots to her. Wear her down in the corner here is Callie. And the big knees right to the face. Alpha Beta and Callie Madison just showing off in for the cover. But she have Beta here. And no, Brute Pain right there to stop the ref from counting the 3. We call bullshit on that. That should have been it. I'm being frankly honest. Another big forearm there to Beta. Beta can't even stand right now. She's got friggin' jacked. And yet again, Brute Pain just making it to the ref in time. Mark cutting off Mark from making the count. And the question mark's officiating here. Now just sends her into the corner there to Callie Madison. Alpha Beta counters, and then Rude tags himself in. And then Rude, I think, seen enough, and chops the ears right away. And look, Last Chancery again. Last Chancery's locked in again on Brute Pain. Brute Pain is locked in the Last Chancery again. Mark trying to make sure Callie Madison doesn't interfere. Oh, right there, the Kamagoye, right to the face of Brute Pain. Kamagoye, and for Beta not even, what the hell? Beta had the opportunity to stop him, but just let Evan Rude pin Brute Pain. Gotta wonder if she did that for Evan Rude or if she did that for Brute, and maybe herself. What the heck? She just allowed Brute Pain to get pinned by Evan Rude. Can't believe Evan Rude just pinned Brute Pain. I mean, if you want to see an upset, right there you just got one. Freaking Evan Rude pinning Brute Pain. Who would have freaking foreseen that? And I would really give the assist to Callie Madison. He's really turned his career around. Yeah, you better freaking bow down to her, Jesus. Not a jobber anymore.